last. This thing's not going to last.
What's up?
What's up, everyone? This is episode 26.
26.
The 26th on Saturday, but we're doing it on a Tuesday.
Yep.
March 1st. So it's the end of February, 2022. Lot to discuss. Not really a lot to discuss here right now. Minimal, really. Right. We're not gonna try to go too long.
Yeah.
If you like this video, hit the like button.
Like, subscribe, comment.
Exactly.
Yep.
Basically, you just took words right out of my mouth.
All that.
So we got much to get into right now. You know the one Joseph available. He's Michael Smith.
Yes.
We got
Pretty boy.
Talking the Bruins last night. Bruins basically killed the Kings 7-0 in LA. I mean, it was already over by the first period. I mean, this game was nowhere close.
They're already dead.
Jake DeBrusk got his first career hat trick with the Bruins. He's got 11 or 12 goals on the season, I believe.
I need to buy more hats.
And he's trying to up his trade value. He does not want to stay in Boston anymore. If you don't want to stay here, there's the door.
I'll give them a bag of Cheetos for him.
All we gotta do is trade him at this point.
Yeah.
But this really was last night a slaughterhouse. I mean, this game wasn't even close. I mean, DeBrusk really just
I had to call the cops because it was a crime scene.
Exactly. I mean, he went into beast mode by midpoint in the second period. I mean, or early in the second period.
Marshawn Lynch came in.
Yeah. DeBrusk already had 3 goals. Bergeron had a power play goal. Taylor Hall had a goal. Ed Hewlett had a power play goal, and Hewlett had another one. And the Bruins destroyed the Kings in LA, 7-0 last night. And it's the last rodeo of these guys. You know, DeBrusk is going to be asking for a trade. Tuukka Rask has already announced his retirement a few weeks ago. Brad Marchand's in his last year of his contract, I believe, and so is Bergeron. They're already on the way out the door. I heard about this today on 98.5 The Sports. I actually wanted to bring this up. Of whether or not, who's more worthy to get his jersey retired, because Kevin Garnett's getting his retired next weekend right now. Was he a big part of Boston sports, or was he not? Was Brad Marchand a better part of it? Brad Marchand, who's had a great career in the hockey world. I heard Hardy from Zolak and Vito put his input in saying that Marchand deserved to get a jersey retired more than Garnett did. It could be debated. I think Garnett deserves a lot more, I think, just because when he came there, he made an impact real quick. First year there, team has the best record in the NBA. They beat the Lakers in the NBA Finals. And the way they did it, they absolutely smashed the Lakers in the mouth. They won by 40 points in Game 6. They basically put that series to bed. They put the Lakers to bed. They put them in their place.
Yeah.
And they went to the NBA Finals 2 out of the last 3 years when they were there. What did the Bruins do? I mean, they didn't make the Stanley Cup until 2010. And then after that, when they had appearances in the Stanley Cup in 2013, they got smashed in the mouth. And another one in 2019, where I shouldn't say they got smashed in the mouth. I shouldn't say that. They actually lost 6 games in Boston. But a crucial Game 7 loss in the 2019 Stanley Cup. I mean, there's a variety of ways of looking at it. And Brad Marchand has had a great career. I'm not taking anything away from Brad Marchand. If I had to choose right now, I'd say both guys deserve it. Both guys deserve to get their jersey retired. Both guys deserve everything they get now going forward in their career. They put the work into it. Marchand's career, I will say right now, has spanned for a long time. It's been a long time. He's had 846 games, 342 goals. He's got 769 points. He's about 231 points short of 1,000 points in his career. He's got power play goals. He's got 62 of them. There's a lot there to be said. He is a bona fide, I would say, first ballot Hall of Fame as far as the Boston Bruins go. He belongs in that conversation. He belongs to get his jersey retired. But just to say that Marchand had a better timing, a better career than Garnett did, you mix. It's like saying. I would say. Oh God, who's a good one? Who's a good example here? I'm trying to compare it like a soccer player or NFL player. It's like saying David Beckham had a better career than Tom Brady did. I mean, you can't.
And he did not. He had a good career.
He had a good career, but not as
Tom Brady.
Not as great as the greatest of all time. But Marshall will have his moment. Marshall will have his day. I was tempted to go to a Celtic game this weekend because I actually legitimately thought that they were talking about the jersey retirement because I thought it was happening this weekend, but it's happening the following weekend against the Dallas Mavericks. The Celtics are actually playing later on tonight against the Hawks. So they have a home game tonight. They had an embarrassing home loss over the weekend. I would recap that game. I probably should, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna be honest right now. They just couldn't handle the deficit. That's just the way you got to look at it. They were down by 20 points, and that's all you need to know. Pacers won by 21.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the Suns lost to a crappy Pacer team. I'm not gonna go on a rant about them. Don't have time to. But anyway, again, Bruins last night smashed the Kings. It's that simple. There's no other way of saying it. The Bruins right now look like they're good. They look like they're playoff ready. They don't have a lot of distractions anymore. There's no Tuukka Rask soap opera drama. Love story with Bruce Cassidy and Tuukka Rask. There's none of that anymore. Everyone seems to be ready to go. I mean, Swayman had a good night last night, save-wise for a goalie. He had 34 saves last night out of 34 shots. Probably the best thing he had going all year. Probably the best night he's had all season as a goalie. And it came against a really, I don't know the competitive LA King team. I mean, they're in the mix of a playoff conversation, but they were a pretty good team. To do that in a row, not easy to do. But once again, congrats to the Bruins last night. They got the W, and that's all you really need to know here. Bruins got the win last night. Yeah, buddy. Anyway, Derek Jeter. We got to get into this story. This is actually the shocking one. After 4.5 years of being with the Miami Marlins, has stepped down as CEO, leading the Marlins and selling his stake of the baseball team. I gotta be honest. His career, you want to know what his career record was with the Marlins and the time he was there for 4.5 years? I'll give you what the record is. 218 wins and 327 losses as him as being the CEO for the Miami Marlins. What does that say? Other than the Marlins suck. No one wants to go there.
Nope.
They have the worst recruiting talent that they have right now, worst prospect pickup. They are a terrible team. And when they let Giancarlo Stanton go, it bit this team in the
That was
ass.
the end. Yeah.
That was the end of the Marlins. Although they made the playoffs in 2020 during that pandemic year, which I'm still trying to figure out how the hell that happened. It's that simple. You just don't do what Jeter did and allow a man like Giancarlo Stanton, a guy who just hits balls like 600 feet in the air. He's the heir apparent young Barry Bonds. I mean, there's no other way of describing it. It was a mistake. It should have never happened in the first place. And here we are now talking about the next 2 days later here. It's kind of bizarre. And if you ask me, perfect timing too for Jeter too, because he was going to be losing money anyway during his whole lockout for the first 2 weeks. So it's kind of good on his part. He got out of there while he could. This story came out with this came from Larry Brown Sports. It came out from CBS Sports Network. It's been all over the place right now. He mutually agreed to part ways. He named the announcement yesterday. The Hall of Famer was baseball's first and still the sport's only black chief executive officer. Think about that for a minute. The first only black chief executive, and look how it turned out. He didn't like where it was going. Bad investment.
He was just like, nope.
And he just wanted to peace out. He was done. It was never going to happen. This is what he put it on as. This is what was said here. Today, I am announcing. And this was from quoting yesterday, obviously, that the Miami Marlins and I are officially ending our relationship, and I will no longer serve as the CEO, nor as a shareholder in the club. We had a vision 5 years ago to turn the Marlins franchise around. As CEO, I have been proud to put my name and reputation on the line to make our plan a reality. Through hard work, trust, and accountability, we transform every aspect of the franchise, reshaping the workforce and developing a long-term strategic plan for success. That said, the vision for the future of the franchise is different than the one I signed up to lead. Now is the right time for me to step aside as a new season begins. My family and I would like to thank our incredible staff, Marlin fans, Marlin players, and the greater Miami community. Oh, God. How great is the Miami community? They only have like 10,000 fans 90% of the time because they don't go to the freaking games.
Yeah.
But anyway, for welcoming us with open arms and making us feel at home. The organization is stronger today than it was 5 years ago, obviously. And I am thankful and grateful to have been a part of this team. I can go on here about the quote right now, but I got to be honest right now. This whole thing is ridiculous. If you ask me, I would have been like, peace out. You guys did not do shit for me. I tried to put my input in here. You guys didn't give a crap. You guys just, I let things go too far, blah, blah, blah. He should have said I shouldn't have let John Carlos Stanton go. That's the first thing he should have said.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, period. End of story. That's why your vision went to shit mode. Because you thought, what would I do without John Carlos Stanton? You made one playoff appearance. One. And you got in there because the Chicago Cubs allowed it to happen. And not only did they allow it to happen, but you played them and you beat them in 2 games. How sad is that?
Pathetic.
For a pandemic playoff season, you're going to get, I'll give you props. Fine, whatever. You beat the Cubs, great. But what did you do the next year? Oh, that's right. You finished in last place. I forgot. You're a pathetic baseball team. And Derek Jeter should run far, far away. You want to know the fact he's thinking the Miami community? You want to know how sad that sounds? The Miami community blows. They blow. They don't even care about the games. You know what's interesting there is the Miami Heat and nightclubs. That's it. And strip clubs.
Facts.
That's it. That's the only interesting thing about the Miami community. The baseball team, they blow.
Like the Dolphins are more.
The Dolphins are more. I mean, but let's be honest here for a minute. Are people really interested in the Dolphins or the Miami Heat? Let's be honest here.
The Heat. But still,
The
in
Heat,
terms
exactly.
of everything else in Miami, the Heat, the Dolphins, that's it.
It is kind of.
Baseball is like, whatever.
Baseball is like, who cares, man? Speaking of baseball, we got into lockout talk. And they announced that they are canceling the first 2 series of the regular season. So they're going to cancel about a week, a week and a half, 2 weeks of baseball. It's stupid. Mm-hmm. To me, I think it's ridiculous. I don't know why they bought. I don't know what happened. It was a 24-hour thing. They had 17 hours yesterday. They had another, what was it like? I think it was like, 9 hours, 10 hours today. So you figure, okay, something has to give here. But the players don't care. The owners don't care. They disagree on everything. They've been so far apart now since November that there's no new CBA. There won't be a new CBA. If they don't agree to something soon, who the hell knows? Maybe Bryce Harper, when he was on Twitter the other day, tweeting about the fact that he wanted to go make $700,000 going play for Japan, because that's all he would make, really. Because let's be honest, he's already under contract with a team paying him millions and millions of dollars. But it might get cut because of the fact that the lockout's going on. So there's no opening day. There's not going to be opening of the gates. The fresh turf when you smell the baseball field when you walk into the park. There's not going to be a 110-year anniversary when the fans go absolute shit crazy at Fenway Park in April. It's just not going to happen. You want to know why? Because nobody cares. That's the sad part. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a crap anymore about baseball. It's sad.
Exactly.
They can make some changes to make it better. I get it. So some people out there think
like include fights or something.
There are fights in there. There are. There's fights in there when you get. I think the problem with this right now is I think it's just the pace of the game.
Yeah, the pace.
There should be a pitch clock in there. Timing the pitcher to see how long it would take them to throw.
That's another reason why I'm not interested in baseball, because it's
the longevity of it.
Longevity, yeah. Yeah.
But I will say this though: the TV contracts and the revenue that's driving in now, making more than the NBA. I mean, fact of the matter is right now they're not only losing some TV contracts out of this possibly, but they're going to lose a lot of revenue with this because of those first 2 weeks. Now I get it. It's not the biggest chip here, but I think the less games here will help out the players. It will help out some of the owners. It will help out most people in this involved. Mm-hmm. To think of a bargaining chip right now for a playoff berth right now, possibly. Because it might be come up for an idea for next year when they decide we're going to have less games again next year for a bigger playoff. But I don't think 135 games, 140 games should dictate a addition to 4 more playoff teams.
Honestly, that is a lot of games for a sport in a season.
Exactly. And I think in reality, it's tough because, no one takes things seriously in between April at all. Mm-hmm. May, maybe a little bit. June and July, August, September, October, that's when it starts to get serious. And if you want my honest opinion, the fact that they cancel the first 2 weeks of the season is beyond stupid. You mean to tell me these owners and these players spent over a grand total of, 27 hours talking, and they couldn't come up with shit, and the weekend before that was absolutely nothing? Really? Let's think about this for a minute. They had 5 hours They had 5 hours this past weekend. They had over 17 hours as of between yesterday and today, and then they had 9 hours totaling out. So they basically had over 35 hours. I might be wrong in math here. I don't really care, but 35 hours, and they couldn't come up with anything.
Sad.
All this is right now is the owners wanting more money, the players wanting to get paid right away, which they do, and they take their own time in the sport. They don't even realize it. I don't think they care how bad the product is. They just want their money. They're not looking at it from a perspective, our fan perspective, of how many fans are driving away with their stupidity, with their lack of caring, with the lack of making the product better. You want to know when the product is actually interesting? During the All-Star game. That's it. The All-Star weekend, and I can tell you right now, I'm going to say this right now, just to be blunt here. All-Star weekend for baseball, a little bit better than the NBA All-Star weekend. Just going to be honest, just based on popularity, based on the TV contract deals, based on the viewership.
Sorry, wait, what'd you say?
I feel like
you're saying the MLB All-Star is better than the
NBA All-Star? Yeah.
At this point, yes.
Yeah.
They don't even watch baseball.
There you go. And this kid doesn't even watch baseball. He even agrees with me. I mean, it's the most simplest take I can give you right now. MLB All-Star Weekend is 10 times.
I mean, I got like the home run competition.
Better
the home run contest does
than the NBA All-Star.
Get hype.
That's my favorite part is the home run derby. That's it. It's two simple things: home run derby, and
the home run derby for baseball is basically the dunk contest for basketball.
That's basically what it is.
But at this point, the home run derby is more interesting.
It is, and the game itself is actually a lot more entertaining than the NBA All-Star game. Because no offense, I think the NBA All-Star game has become dumber and dumber every year.
No, the NBA All-Star game is interesting, but it's just that there's they had the points limit.
Nobody tries, and the point limit thing is stupid. And if you want my honest opinion,
honestly, in All-Star games, the Pro Bowl, no one tries.
Exactly, the Pro Bowl. They're just
there to
collect their paychecks.
I mean, you saw the last Pro Bowl game. All they did was like touch each other, and that's it.
Yeah,
like no tackling.
You want to know the sad thing is that wasn't even a rule that was made. The referee just went with it. They're like, whatever. They don't care either. They don't even want to be there. Nobody wanted to be there. You know what the sad thing is? I looked at the fan tent in that NFL All-Star game or that Pro Bowl game.
Pro Bowl?
Yeah. They only had 3,000 fans there. 3,000.
Because no one's interested
out
in the Pro
Bowl. Out of the 60,000 they could pack.
So I remember back then they actually did play in the game.
Yeah. Hard hits.
Heck, there was a fight in the Pro Bowl one time.
You want to know what the annoying thing is? Can I just say what the most annoying thing is about the Pro Bowl? They have a quarterback change every single series. Like, I know you want to get in there. You want to make a name for yourself. You made the Pro Bowl. Great. Congratulations. Nobody cares. But the reality is, does everybody have to play all at once? Does every quarterback have to go in there? I know I'm going off topic here about this whole thing, but that was the one thing. I never brought it up during the whole Pro Bowl thing. I don't think we even reviewed it. Now I want to think about it. I'm not going to review it now, obviously.
I mean, there's three QBs voted into a Pro Bowl for each conference.
But I'm pretty sure like 5 or 6 of them get in there somehow, though, right? Like there's always a quarterback change every single possession.
Yeah, because if 3 of them are voted in, then I guess they all get their turn to showcase their skill. Yeah,
but out of the 3, though, what I'm saying, though, I'm not saying like every quarter. I'm just saying like every possession of that one quarter, which is stupid. But I mean, that's just me. I mean, I look at it and think to myself, that's kind of pathetic. If you got to think about it right now, like let the guy play one quarter. Like, what is so hard about that? And actually play. Make it competitive again. I mean, this is stupid. Or you know what? Get rid of it altogether. That's how you got to look at it. If I had to rank the All-Star,
I don't think they're gonna get rid of it. They should just put in a rule like, actually try in the game, guys.
Yeah.
Showcase your skills. Showcase why we voted you here.
Exactly. It's beyond stupid now at this point. It is.
Because the Pro Bowl, the All-Star games show the best of the best.
They do.
And what's the point of voting them in when they don't play at their best?
Exactly. It's beyond dumb. And if you want my honest opinion, baseball right now should be ashamed of themselves for letting this lockout happen. I think in reality, as a business, they're thriving, but as a product, they're dying. They're dying a death. They're losing their fan bases. The young people don't want any part of it. The older folk are just tired of watching it. You got the old folk laying in their lazy boy like this, passed out in their little lazy boy chairs, trying to watch the games because the games are so freaking boring.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, you gotta speed the game up a little bit, change some rules, do something, like talk it out. But the fact that they couldn't do that in 35-hour span, though, it's kind of pathetic.
Another reason I don't like baseball is so quiet. Like literally, it only gets loud when someone hits the ball, if there's a fight.
I disagree, because here's the thing: it's to intimidate the guy who's at the bat, and on an 0-2 count or a 3-2 count, when they think they're on the verge of striking out. That's the edge right there. That's the intensity of the crowd right there. There's certain reasons why it's quiet. I get it for certain things, because I've been to a lot of baseball games, so I understand the focusing and all that stuff right now, and what that would do.
Mm-hmm.
And really, at the time, it's all about taunting fans sometimes too. The problem is there's not enough taunting the fans. That's the problem.
In basketball, there's definitely a lot of taunting.
Oh yeah,
football, sure. Definitely.
Hockey definitely.
Heck, even in soccer.
Soccer even definitely. Yeah. and I hate soccer.
I don't watch soccer either.
Yeah, soccer blows.
It doesn't really blow.
It blows. It blows. Believe me.
I don't watch it because I find it as tedious as baseball in terms of like.
I'm so sick of the flops. I'm so sick of the people like.
Oh yeah, the flops.
The flops piss me beyond. They look like a bunch of.
In basketball, they flop, but in soccer, they're so over dramatic.
You know what the thing that soccer that really pisses me off when they flop? It looks like they're in a Scooby-Doo episode, and they see that big giant monster, and when they
if they get hit in the leg, like a little bit, like they just flop like my neck,
exactly.
My neck,
so
and then they get up like a minute later, like nothing happened.
It's so stupid. But anyway, let me get back to the baseball thought here.
In basketball, when they flop, it's just to draw a call.
Exactly, that's all it is.
And most of the time, it works.
Soccer's the same way too. But anyway.
For soccer, they're over dramatic.
If I had to put the all-star voting in order of like the best all-star sports games that they have, like all-star games that they have for each sport here, I'd put baseball at number 1, hockey at number 2. I would. Excuse me. Soccer has a good one sometimes. They do. As crappy as that sport is.
I guess you're gonna say baseball number 1, soccer number 2, basketball. Wait, what'd you say?
For all
baseball games. Number 1. Hockey number 2.
Yep.
Soccer
number 3.
Does soccer even have an all-star game?
NBA All-Star Weekend is number 4, and NFL.
And NFL, NFL's trash.
So there you go. I mean, that's all you need to know right now. And for baseball fans out there, look, you're gonna lose 2 weeks of baseball, which is probably like 32, 33 games you're gonna lose. So you're gonna probably have about 150, actually 148 maybe, 146 maybe. So you're gonna lose about 36 games. It sucks. It's stupid. I think the fact they couldn't come up with a new CBA here and the players just don't care about the product. They know the product is bad. But you want to know why they're there for? They're there for the money. There's no passion in the sport anymore. That's the problem. And when there's no passion, there's no point. There's no trying to solve that problem. And they have a major problem when it comes down to the basically making the game better. Because they got a long way to go. And it's sad because they should try to figure it out, but in reality, they're not going to. They're not going to figure anything out now going forward. Let me see, because we're going to move on from that to the announcement from Yahoo Sports. There's an article from Yahoo Sports.
Oh, yeah, a little thing I want to add on.
Oh, you want to add something on?
Apparently, former UFC star Cain Velasquez was arrested for attempted murder.
Oh.
It's insane.
Oh.
Remember, he was on WWE television like 2 years ago fighting Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. What? So this has happened today?
I think he got arrested today, but the incident happened yesterday.
Oh.
Insane.
Who wrote the article? Who was the source?
No, I just read it on Facebook and I saw an Instagram post.
Okay.
It was like, wow.
All right. So
it's insane.
Cain Velasquez is an asshole now. Great. All right. Anyway.
Crazy.
So hope he doesn't want to beat them. Anyway, Eric Oldham reported on Yahoo Sports about the NFL announcing the 5 international teams for the 2022 season. Packers make their London debut, and the Bucs are going to Germany. That's right, you heard it first. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers will be playing a football game in Germany. This is what the report has said.
What are teams doing? I know the Jaguars are one of them because they always play international every single year.
Let me read
of all teams, they're the one. And they're one of the worst teams in the NFL.
So the league announced Monday that of the 5 teams were going to play. So in international games in the upcoming season, the Arizona Cardinals being number 1, the Green Bay Packers number 2, and yes, the Jacksonville Jaguars number 3, the New Orleans Saints number 4, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at number 5.
The Jaguars have had international game ever since international games campaign.
I think
of all teams, why them?
Well, here's the reason why. Because there was this announcing team for the NFL UK who likes covering the Jacksonville Jaguars. They lose their crap about the Jaguars either screwing up or playing so freaking great. And they lose their mind over this. I wish I had.
And the Jaguars barely play great.
I wish I had the audio.
They don't play great at all.
No, they don't. I wish I had the audio for like the announcing team for it because they're so freaking funny calling the games. But I don't have the clip on me, unfortunately. Sorry, guys.
That's insane.
I know our show sucks, right? We don't have like good audio sometimes. No. But anyway,
we're gonna upgrade that.
We will upgrade soon.
Hmm?
In my opinion on this whole thing, here's my opinion. I like the international teams that are playing this year. I think it's interesting. I like the
because it does give exposure to other countries.
It does. I like the fact they're going to Germany. I like the fact they go. Here's my question. And I got.
If the NFL were to expand, how would that work?
I would say here's my opinion on this whole thing. Can someone tell me why they haven't played in Australia or Argentina or I don't know, Brazil?
Have they played in Mexico before?
They've played in Mexico before.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
they have. But you got all these places right now. But you mean to tell me they don't want to do Argentina, Australia? They got to do the London thing. I like Germany, great.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know who the hell they're playing Germany in the Buccaneers. Who the hell's going to be the quarterback there? So it won't be Tom Brady. We'll get more to that in a little bit. But I like the story. It's an interesting story. I like the fact they already have the teams announced already. They don't really announce it normally this quickly. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I think the Cardinals, it's a good story to hear because Kyler Murray wants a long-term deal. We'll see what happens with him going forward and what the Cardinals are going to look like in 2022. Are they still going to have Christian?
No, they definitely. I feel they're going to give him a deal.
I think they will. I think it will.
Apparently, I saw something earlier that say he wanted $80 million a year. I'm like, yeah, there's no way he's getting that.
No, he ain't going to get $80 million. That's not happening.
Who's the highest paid QB right now? I believe.
Who is it right now? Offhand, I don't really know. But anyway, it's just.
Hey Siri, who is the highest paid quarterback in the NFL?
Packers will make their first regular season international trip ever. So this is every other NFL franchise has been involved.
Jimmy Garoppolo makes $24,100,000.
Jimmy Garoppolo? What?
That's not the highest paid. Well,
no.
Go find a list of it on
Hey Siri, who is the highest paid?
Look at the list. Don't ask Siri. Don't try to shush my own damn show. Anyway, let me finish this thing off. The Green Bay Packers are excited to make our international debut. This is what the president Mark Murphy said, CEO of the Packers. Our fans in the UK and elsewhere in Europe.
Oh, Patrick Mahomes, of course.
Yeah, I knew it was Mahomes.
I was thinking like Pat Mahomes is number 1, Josh Allen number 2, Dak Prescott number 3, Deshaun Watson number 4.
All right, so yeah, that's the top 4 right there. Anyway, so let me finish this quote.
Who's number 5?
I'm eagerly awaiting the opportunity to see the Packers play in their backyard, and we know that many of our fans in the United States will travel to London. So it's a great opportunity for the Green Bay Packers. I'm actually intrigued.
Number 5 is Russell Wilson, of course.
Because right now, if I had to look at right now and I kind of know the Packers right now have their schedule right now. I'm actually going to try we're actually going to predict this right now.
No.
Based on the scheduling that they will release, because I already know most of their teams already announced their.
Wait, hold the Packers?
Packers are playing because they already announced their 2022 opponent.
Well, keep in mind, Aaron Rodgers may or may not be there. It might be Jordan Love.
I gotta be honest. I think with Jordan Love, here's my opinion. If Rodgers leaves, I think Devontae Adams or Chris Godwin might get signed there. That might be a possibility because the Packers right now are interested in getting Chris Godwin.
If Aaron Rodgers leaves, I'm pretty sure Devontae Adams is going too.
Even though Godwin wants to re-sign with Tampa Bay, and I believe he's going to Buffalo, there could be a chance.
Well, there could be a chance the Packers sign another high-profile receiver like Chris Godwin.
Exactly. I mean, they could get this guy around, and they can beef up their offensive line. They can get some offensive line people. I've been thinking about Nate Soldier from the Giants. Marcus Cannon right now could lead the Houston Texans, go play for Green Bay. Let me think. Orlando Brown Jr., who decides, you know what, I don't want a franchise tag, either pay me or gone, could go to either Cincinnati or Green Bay. That could benefit Jordan Love because let me be honest about the Green Bay Packer offensive line. David Bagari, their center, is the only guy they have that's actually really good.
He's a tackle.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He's an offensive.
You said David Bagari, the center.
Oh, I thought he was a center. Was he not a center?
No, their center is Lindsley, I believe.
I can't think of the center's name now.
Yeah.
But he has a tackle. You're right.
Yeah,
He's the only good tackle on the team.
Hmm?
I can't figure out the rest of them. The rest of them right now are halfway decent. They're not elite. In my opinion here, going forward, I think the Packers are going to have to think about getting some more offensive lineman help
Packers
and drafting some defensive backs or actually drafting some wide receivers maybe for Jordan Love. If they don't end up getting Chris Godwin or
yeah,
Adams
definitely
back.
get some receivers. And there's a lot of great receivers in this draft too.
Yeah, there is. But I think if Aaron Rodgers decides to leave Green Bay and they have Jordan Love there and he's decided to upgrade their offensive line, it's gonna make Aaron Rodgers feel like an ass because it's like, really? I didn't have this offensive line back then. What the hell are you guys going to do this kid now? Because they know.
But their O-line is actually pretty good, but
that's what I'm saying. It's pretty good, but it's not great. It's not elite. It's not in the top 5, top 10 best offensive line in the NFL.
Actually, the top 4 in run block and they're 6 in pass
I'll
block.
be quiet. Be quiet.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers has won MVP for a reason, which honestly should have been Tom Brady. Come at me.
Yeah, so it's in the top 4. Great. Okay, whatever. That's pretty good. That's pretty great, I guess. But
Listen,
they could be better than that. Be number 1. Be the best offensive line possible.
they could be better than number 1. They could be number 0.9.
I don't know. What? Oh my God.
Listen, they keep the Lions.
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out because I'm not seeing their. It's too bad they didn't have the list of opponents they have for the following season for the Packers. That's kind of weird. Actually, you know what? I can actually look up on the other site I have here. Hold on, I don't need Instagram pages for this.
Listen, Instagram's lit. Wait, what are you looking for?
Well, I have the article right here. All I gotta do is go on the article here because I have it in my Google search history. And if because they always give me the schedule. Like I always have this website that gives you the schedule for 2022 and 2023 and years on and so forth. They don't give you the weeks of when they're playing it, but they give you the idea of who their opponents would be for the following seasons, which I think is great. You know, I think it'd be awesome. I think it'd be interesting to see how this how this plays out. You know, let me just get the thing of it right here. Let me. That's not what I wanted. That's not. Well, I guess I can do it this way.
No.
I can do it this way. I think I just figured it out. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Nope, if it's going to let me do it. There we go. NFL schedules. Bitch. Oh.
What did you say?
I'm trying to get the thing to work, and it's not working on my end here.
Listen, work.
I want to open the link. Yes.
Open a link. Click it.
That's the idea. I want. I guess it's being a dick to me. Okay, that's fine.
Listen.
Just things I get for trying to put on a good show on for everybody. Anyway, but we already know the Packers are playing the Bills, obviously. But could you imagine? Because I'm trying to figure this out right now. If they're for international travel, they got to play. They have to be playing. Oh, actually, you know what? I just realized. If the Bucs are playing in Germany. Oh no! Wait a minute. Now they won't be playing because they are playing each other. That was one of the games that I actually trying to get the thing that works. See, this would actually work a lot better. This thing would actually pop up. It's not popping up.
That's why you should get an iPhone.
No, I think it's just the website's down.
I think you're down.
No, for anything.
What? What?
Okay, I think I have it right here. Here we go. This is it. This is from CBS Sports. So this is what the possibility looks like right now for the Packers right now. So this is who they're playing. As soon as I get to their schedule here, it'd be wonderful. Packers have the Bears, the Lions, the Vikings, the Cowboys, the Giants, Patriots, Jets, Titans, Rams at home as their home opponent. The away opponent is the Bears, the Lions, the Vikings, the Bills, the Dolphins, the Eagles, the Washington football team, Commanders, woke people, whatever you want to call this freaking new football team. It's a stupid name. Buccaneers.
Listen, the Washington Redskins. I don't care.
How about the Red Commanders? Because they are all wearing red.
No, that's terrible too.
Exactly. They're all stupid names. But you get my point.
Yep.
I can tell you right now, I can already tell you right now what could be a really good international travel game.
Me.
I think the Packers in Patriots game. Mac Jones, international travel to London. I'm not being a Patriots bias here in this whole thing. I'm just going by, the experience of it. And already right now, the Packers have shown them going to international travel, and they didn't put Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers on their little poster and their flyer for the London travel. So I guess they have no intention of re-signing Aaron Rodgers, even though he wants $50 million from the Packers. That's a long shot.
Honestly, he deserves that money.
He deserves it, but I don't think the Packers are willing to pay it. I don't think they are. I think they want to move on from Aaron Rodgers. They didn't want him back on the team to begin with.
I'll pay him.
Mark Murphy and Rodgers have been beefing now for the last 2 or 3 years. It's one of those things where somebody has to leave and need to change the scenery. And I think Rodgers wants out. I think he does. I think he wants the $50 million, but at the same time, he wants out of Green Bay. So but he can't have it both ways. But I think from a standpoint right now, with schedule making right now for the NFL, if I'm the NFL, I'm going with the Packers versus the Patriots in London. It's the best matchup. It's Jordan Love. It's Mac Jones.
It's 2 young QBs on the rise.
2 young QBs. You got
Jordan Love, I don't know.
Future offensive. I think if you put a great offensive line around him and a great wide receiving core and
Beast. Look, it did wonders for Pat Mahomes.
Yeah. Here's my opinion. I think Christian Kirk is on his way out of Arizona. If they get Christian Kirk, Devontae Adams, and if they re-sign Tunyon, and if they get let me think Cole Beasley.
Cole Beasley. They can get Cole Beasley.
I think they exactly.
I think Jordan Love will be an MVP candidate.
I think he'd be an ace in the hole here. Now, are they Super Bowl contenders with that team? I don't think they are. But I mean,
maybe depending on how Jordan Love
depending on how he plays, right? I think they're strong playoff contenders. Super Bowl contenders, we'll see down the road. But I just don't think it's the right time, the right fit.
Mm-hmm.
The Buccaneers, as far as their schedule goes and how it looks like right now, here's how the schedule follows right now for them right now, what their home opponents look like right now. They have the Panthers, the Saints, the Falcons, the Packers, the Chiefs, the Rams, Bengals, Seahawks, and Ravens. Their away opponents, Panthers, Saints, Falcons, Cardinals, 49ers, Steelers, Browns, Cowboys.
Nice.
You want to know what international travel games for this is going to be is? And I really want this just for the hell of it. If they decide to re-sign Winston, the Buccaneers, which Bruce Arians has said that he wants to reunite with them, there's a possibility of reuniting because he doesn't want Brady to be around anymore. He basically forced Brady out the door. He said, listen, if you don't want to be on the team, you don't want to be on the team. That's it. He retired.
They're supposed to come back for redemption.
What I mean, and this is the thing. He's had a falling out with the offensive coordinator, Brian Leftwich, and Tom Brady. He would go in the locker room. He would go in the locker room, look at the playbook, put some red marker pen all over it, and cross out all their plays and put his own plays down because he wanted that much control. I get it. You're the coach of the team. You think you're the head honcho. I get it. It's your ego. You can't control it. You got the greatest quarterback of all time. Let him do his shit. Brian Leftwich is trying to help out. Let him do his shit. That's all I got to say. Giselle forced him to retire. So did Bruce. That's it. End of story. That's my take. Back to the Buccaneers for a second now. Who I think they're going to play on this one? Give me Jameis Winston back to Tampa Bay. I don't think he's going to go to Denver. I mean, I think he might go to Denver still. I don't know. It's still a long shot. Actually, who did I have him go to for free agency? I can't remember now what I had for my
The
team.
Redskins, I think you did.
Was it Washington?
Or Pittsburgh.
No, I had Kenny Pickett going to Pittsburgh. Pickett's still going to be drafted by the Steelers, by the way. And this is actually good. But if the Buccaneers decide to go with Kyle Trask or whatever, make it interesting. You get Kenny Pickett of the Pittsburgh Steelers in there, you get the Steelers in there, and you get the Buccaneers in there as your road team. There you go. I just set you up for a really good international matchup. Pretty entertaining, too, if Winston decides to go back to Tampa Bay. You know what? Now that I'm already even thinking about it, I might just change my vote here on where Winston goes. I think I had him going to the Denver Broncos or whatever, or staying in New Orleans. Screw it. He should go back to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Redemption arc.
Have him play in Germany. Why the hell not? Be a hell of a story. Once he gets back there, he gets Mike Evans back there. I don't know if he's gonna get Gronk back. Obviously he won't. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, I really do doubt that's gonna happen. So who knows? Cardinals, they have an international travel there as well this year. Here's where I think they're gonna end up playing. I think they're gonna end up playing I think they're going to end up playing the Chiefs. I think we're going to get a Kyler Murray, Patrick Mahomes matchup in London. I mean, I'm a better bunch of the two, honestly. Give me that one all day long. I'll watch that all day long. And Jacksonville, well, who cares? They'll probably play the Saints. Who cares? It's Trevor Lawrence versus a bench warmer, or Ian Book, or even Dennis Allen. Or even Dennis Allen himself if he wants to be a player and a coach at the same time.
Yeah.
Who cares? That's a who cares game. You got any takes of who you think's gonna go with where, travel wise, playing wise? You got a take on that?
Don't matter.
You don't have a pick on that at all?
Great game.
So I just went 10 minutes of my prediction right now. You don't have a prediction of who's gonna play who these international games.
Listen.
Look, man, we
Look,
I
it
have my
happened.
take. Your job here is to have a take of your own. So if you gotta take, I gotta put it on my side. Okay. So go ahead. Who do you think's gonna go to where? Just scroll up and down. It's a touch screen. You should know that by now.
I know what touchscreen is.
All right.
No one in the NFL, they'll probably give us games that we don't even want to
Exactly.
watch.
You know,
I watch it be like the Jaguars and the Chiefs,
exactly.
or the Saints and the Patriots.
Well, we already got that. And I'm pretty sure the Patriots aren't playing the Saints this year anyway. So they got that. We already got that this past season.
Wait, so in terms of the international games?
Yeah. As far as the international games go, with the 5 teams that were announced.
Where are they?
It's the Cardinals, the Jaguars, the Packers, the Bucks, and the Saints.
You know, honestly, hopefully it goes the way that you said it.
Yeah.
But it could go anywhere at this point.
Why you keep scrolling past the divisions? It starts with AFC East and ends with.
No, I'm trying to look for the international listing.
No. You want me to go back to that page?
Yeah.
Make it a lot easier for you. All right. Jesus Christ.
Listen.
All right. This is the international travel. They're not playing each other in this case, but we're picking out the games of who they would be playing.
How many international games are there going to be?
There's 5 international teams for the 2022 season. Packers make their London debut, Bucks in Germany. But I'm trying to figure out if the Bucks are playing the Packers in Germany.
All right, so there's 5 teams.
Oh, you know what?
So how would that?
I could have screwed that whole thing up. I could have just done it. Wow. Wait a minute.
If there's 5 teams, how would that? Unless one team plays in there twice.
Maybe, I don't know.
It probably will be the Jaguars because didn't they play? Didn't they play twice last time?
I don't know.
Or did they have only one game?
They had a few of them, I think. They had Dolphins, Jaguars, Jets, Falcons. I know that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember if there was another one. I can't think of one.
Buccaneers break into Germany.
But I'm just trying to figure out if the Cardinals.
That kind of makes 5 teams. So how many international games is it going to happen?
I don't know. I'm going by what I think.
Probably 3. Or
I mean, the Packers are playing the Bucks, but I mean, are they playing in Germany and London? I mean, there's a variety of confusion. I'm just going by what I think is a better matchup of what should happen, and the NFL should probably make more of an announcement on it. I'm just going basis off on that take.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not gonna have enough time to go to the.
Well, the Cardinals are playing in Mexico City.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, first regular season outside the U.S.
So we might get Kyler Murray versus Patrick Mahomes in Mexico City. I mean, that could be a really good one.
No one's going to care about the Bucks since Tom Brady retired.
Yeah, unless they get another quarterback. Unless they get Deshaun Watson. You know what? That probably would be a better matchup, actually. Hold on. Yeah. Deshaun Watson versus Kenny Pickett. Book it.
Take my money.
Bucks Steelers.
Take
that, right?
Take my money. Just take it.
Can it happen? He likes it. He likes the idea of it. He's taking that pick.
Take my money.
There you go.
Take it. Here.
He's telling the NFL, take your money.
Here, take my money.
But anyway, I think you had your take it right. I think you're trying to figure it out. But
because it still makes no sense unless there's another team added.
Yeah, I think they're gonna add teams later on though. I think.
So right now it looks like it'll be 2 or 3 games. Like I said, 5 teams.
Unless the Packers are playing the Jaguars.
Unless one of those teams is playing twice.
Here's the thing that really gets me though. I mean, unless they're playing the Tennessee Titans.
Oh yeah.
Because that's the thing too. Because they're making a London debut for Green Bay. I mean, are they? I think they're doing. I think they're trying to headline the team that would be considered the home team in this thing. They will just take any random team going forward. Maybe that's how they're doing it. I don't know.
I don't know. When's the schedule? The official schedule come out?
May. I think after the draft.
Yeah.
So that would be after the draft.
We'll have a long episode on the draft because I'm gonna go off on the picks.
Anyway, we covered Bryce Harper. Oh, wait, we should talk about the NFL Hall of Fame game. Who's playing in that one?
Oh yeah, Jaguars and Raiders.
Jaguars and Raiders. Trevor Lawrence possibly making his Hall of Fame game debut. Is he a future Hall of Famer?
Okay, it's way too soon to
I know.
even say that.
I'm just hypothetically.
I mean, then again, look at all bad QBs that had bad rookie seasons that end up in Hall of Fame. Peyton Manning, for example.
Yeah. Will Trevor Lawrence have a great season with the Jacksonville Jaguars?
Terry Bradshaw had probably the worst QB rookie season ever.
Is the Hall of Fame game going to be a message sent to the whole wide world?
First of all, the Hall of Fame game is basically a preseason game.
I know. I'm just kidding. I'm making fun of it because I think the idea of it is just hilarious. The Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Raiders.
The fact that they consider it a Hall of Fame game and it happens in a preseason.
Yeah. Two snake-bitten franchises.
Mm-hmm.
Yawn. That's all I got to say. Yawn. Nobody cares about this game. It's just.
Listen, watch the Jaguars mess around and win that game, though.
Oh, yeah. The Jaguars.
It's a preseason.
Of course they will.
So.
That's all it is to it. It's not going to mean anything. That's the way it is.
Preseason doesn't mean a damn thing.
Yeah. So there has been some talk this week about Tom.
Except
Brady.
job security. That's all.
Some talk this week about Tom Brady and Bill Belichick this week. A lot of sports people have been debating on whether or not who would be the better sports analysis per se.
Listen, it'll be me.
Broadcaster or whoever, Bill Belichick or Tom Brady. I heard a lot of people, trashing Brady, saying he's too boring, too vanilla. I gotta be honest, I agree with him, 100%. Brady he would be a good NFL owner. As far as analysis goes, or a play-by-play guy, or a color commentator, I don't think he has it. I gotta be honest. I enjoy Troy. I would enjoy
as an analyst.
Yeah,
probably as a QB analyst, I feel like he'll be tremendous.
I think he'd be tremendous. Don't be wrong, but as far as a guy
like a play-by-play,
I don't know.
He might do good. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, to me, it's hard to tell because we haven't seen it.
You
yet.
think he'll be like Tony Romo?
Maybe.
Because Tony Romo's a good analyst.
But I think Romo's got more personality. Yeah. Brady doesn't really have that much personality. I think Brady's just too serious and too PG and too filtered.
No.
You got to have a personality and you got to have no filter. Look at me. I got a great personality and no filter.
Me too.
Your personality is pretty good. I will say that. He's got a great personality.
Better than his.
I mean, who's got a better no filter though? Me.
Well, outside the podcast, I'm definitely more
no filter. Or cool.
I mean, more outgoing than you.
Oh, I'm outgoing. I am.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
Listen.
Yeah, I am.
Listen, you're forward star Sydney Sweeney engaged.
What? we're talking about Brady and Belichick whether they're gonna be announced today. You're gonna talk about
this girl's engaged. I'm done. What?
You already have a girl and working in progress. Why do you care?
Listen.
Can we get back to my topic, please?
Listen.
All right,
back to the topic.
Well, who do you think is going to be a better analysis? Because I say it's Bill Belichick. Who do you think would be better?
Like play-by-play.
Yeah, play-by-play guy or whoever.
I feel like Bill Belichick would be bored. He'll be like, yeah.
No, I think Bill Belichick would be entertaining. He's got no filter. He doesn't give a
fuck. But you see in his interviews, he's just like, we go there, we play the game, on to the next one. I'll say both Brady and Belichick are like that, so it's on to the next one. It's on to the next one.
Well, that's the Patriot way. But if you take that out of one of them and be old, cranky
Bill Belichick, like, yeah, you kids get off my lawn.
No, but like as like a color comment, like here's what
I don't know. It's kind of hard to say.
I think Bill would be great. I gotta be honest. I think Tom Brady's too vanilla and too PG. He's too filtered. He's trying to protect the.
No, Brady does have like a no filter on him sometimes.
In the games, yeah, he's frustrated. He's being competitive, but as far as playing the game goes, I mean, calling the game as is. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. It could be either or with those two.
I think it's Bill. Bill blows Brady away by a long shot.
So we got the corner up there. We got the safety right here. We got the D lineman on the other side of the field.
He'd be good at calling him. I'm telling you, he'd be really good. I mean, Brady's just too vanilla. Belichick, I think, would just have a great personality with no filter. You get Belichick off the filter train. Like at this point, here's my question: do you think Bill Belichick would ever lead the Patriots after this season? coming up right now and go read an analysis, or do you think he would go another 2 or 3 years?
How old's Bill? Like 60?
He's gonna be turning 70.
70?
Yeah.
I feel like he'll just straight up retire and call it a day. I don't think there's any more he
But
could
what if he
do.
offered him so much money that he couldn't refuse? And you know,
Depends on the
Bill
person.
loves money. He
Yeah.
doesn't like people making more money than he does. Look how he pays his assistants. Does he have an offensive coordinator this year? No. Why? He saves money. It's all about the
Money.
I think Bill, if you offered him right now $300 million right now to be a
Oh, he'll take that. Anyone will take that.
exactly. That's what I'm going by. And you're believing right now that do you think he would take $300 million? Or do you think it would
Of course he would. But
Okay.
like depending on what happens.
Yeah. Who do you think would draw better viewership though, as a play-by-play guy, Brady or Belichick?
I'll say I feel like Brady would.
I think
Because
Belichick.
Brady's more popular than Belichick.
Yeah, that's true. I think it's a
Brady
tie.
has
I
more
think,
like
I think it's a tie. I agree. I think Brady might be a little bit more popular.
in terms of when we see Belichick, it's only for coaching in the NFL. When we see
Yeah.
Brady, he's got sponsorships. He's in commercials.
Yeah,
He's got a lot more exposure.
that is true.
And besides, isn't he's making a movie about himself?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Involving 80-year-old girls who are actually in their 60s.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, it's just
Yes. And Brady's gonna be playing as himself in the movies.
yes. And he wrote the whole thing down too.
Yes, I'm watching it. 5-star reviews.
For sure.
All that. Dave Meltzer. Dave Meltzer.
Dave Meltzer.
Dave Meltzer. On some.
Can you imagine if he was reviewing that movie?
He's like, yeah, this is the greatest movie ever. 6 stars.
How about you know who would be a really good person to review that movie? Frank William Johnson. That would have been funny. I remember watching those videos back those days. I don't know if anybody out there was a Ray William Johnson fan out there who ever watched Equals 3, that old like YouTube video show before he stopped doing it back in like 2014. Those shows were hilarious. He would get like every like random like clip. It was like the most random clips of all time. But, like people would post this stuff around, they would take the postings and they would like talk about the videos and like review the video, how screwed up it is, or how funny it is, or how emotional it was, or how sad it was, or how motivation it was, how not. Like it was a bunch of compilation videos, really, if you think about it, really, that he would take. But I think it'd be funny if he reviewed that movie. or how the movie played in slow motion in certain scenes. Anyway. So I think that's is that really it right now? Do we have any more to talk? Oh yeah, Isiah Thomas. That's right. We gotta get into an Isiah Thomas story. Isiah Thomas is out in the news again.
Yes, he signed a 10-day contract with the Charlotte Hornets, I believe.
Yes, he did.
Yes.
Yes, he did.
Where's my 10-day contract?
He is set to face with the Boston Celtics later on this week, I believe. He's circled March 9th on his calendar. This might be a really good game to go to if you're a Celtic fan.
Honestly, it depends on how Charlotte plays, Isaiah. He's only going to be there for 10 days. Unless he has like some crazy games within the 10 days and they sign for the rest of the season.
Yeah. So
he was on the Lakers and I believe the Nuggets this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it could be a really good story for him. You know.
And he had one good game, but like they didn't extend him.
He could play.
Yeah.
He could play.
Let him play.
I don't know why they don't let him play.
I'm sorry. Bench LaMelo Ball. Just don't do that.
I would say make LaMelo Ball shooting guard for one night and make Isiah Thomas your point guard.
No, Isaiah's gonna come off the bench if anything.
I think they give the kid a start. Make it as a good story.
We were just telling LaMelo, Rozier, Bridges, Hernan Gomez.
I know. So that's a good story.
Just listen.
Good little feel-good story at the end of this episode because that's really about it. There's nothing else to talk about here.
Yeah, we're done. Bye. I
54
quit.
minutes. I'm done. I quit.
Done. I quit.
Yeah, but we'll be back here Saturday. Actually, before we go, you should probably check it on PC because there's been rumored about them being possibly the number 1 seed in the NCAA tournament.
They should. Look at them.
About that. They're 24.
Have they ever been ranked number 1?
In the tournament? In the NCAA tournament?
Or in college polls in general? Ever?
I would have to look it up. We got to get an update on that now. So far, well, it's not looking good. They're down by 9 right now against.
Has Providence College ever been ranked number 1 in basketball?
I love how you asked Siri that question. Like, we could have just looked.
No, because I was on Google and I didn't feel like typing, so I just said it and then typed in.
So you're just being lazy.
Yes.
Anyway, so right now Villanova is beating Providence again right now by 10. It's now 45-35, about 15-11 to go. We'll give you the NCAA men's basketball scores alert. Kentucky beating Ole Miss right now 44-35. Nebraska beating Ohio State 23rd ranked 36-34. I missed doing these score reviews. Let me just put it that way. Give you the scores of the.
It's not saying anything, so I guess they were never ranked number one.
Yeah, that'd be huge. That'd be huge for Providence.
Look at them.
Kansas is playing TCU later on tonight. Purdue.
Oh yeah, didn't you say like
Wisconsin.
the top 6 teams lose?
That was over the weekend. Yes, that's true.
Yeah,
That was over the weekend.
Insane.
If you guys didn't watch this college basketball weekend, you kind of love this one. St. Mary's beating Gonzaga. Michigan State beating Purdue. Arkansas beating Kentucky. Tennessee beating Auburn.
and Gonzaga still ranked number one.
Yep. TCU beating Texas Tech. Colorado beating Arizona. Baylor beating Kansas. And that's really about the upsets. That was a lot of upsets.
Hey Siri, who has the best record in college basketball?
Why doesn't it not say
So
that? far,
Oh, okay.
Gonzaga is in first place
Okay.
in men's college basketball with a record of 24-3.
Record of 24 and 3.
It's just.
Well, I guess since they had the best record, they should still be ranked number one.
That's good. That's a good thing to hear. So we are signing off.
Mhm.
Joseph Alvo, that's Michael Smith.
Yep.
Subscribe.
Drink your water.
Drink your water.
Mm-hmm.
Like the video.
Like, share,
Go outside.
like my content.
Play in the snow. Go to the gym. Work out.
Let's go to the gym. I
Um,
do that every day.
eat your
Honestly.
vitamins.
Say your
Drink-
prayers, eat your vitamins,
Eat your vitamins. Drink your milk.
eat your
Eat
protein.
your vegetables. Eat your protein. And St. Patrick's Day is coming up right around the corner.
Hmm?
Don't get too drunk.
I
Don't
will.
get drunk. Whatever you want to do.
I'll
It's your
get
life.
blasted.
I'm trying to figure out what day is St. Patrick's Day. Is St. Patrick's Day on? Are we gonna have a St. Patrick's Day episode? Do you think? Let me look at this real quick. Oh, it's a Thursday.
Hey, say what? Oh.
Never mind. Sorry, guys. No St. Patrick's Day episode. Well, we might do it. I might do an extra here in case something bad major happens. Who knows?
I might move up a day.
We might move up a day. Yeah, we might move up 2 days.
I move up.
Yeah, we might. Yeah, we might as well do it.
We might just film
You wanna
everything
do
on.
You want to do it St. Patrick's Day, Thursday, September. September.
Honestly, honestly, I'd be down.
Yeah. All right. So you heard it here, folks.
Yeah.
St. Patrick's Day. We're actually gonna do something. We're gonna do a live stream. So we'll be live. We'll be here. We'll be letting everybody in. If
And
you
we'll be
want-
drunk.
If you want to join up?
Mm.
Join up. We'll be here from. I gotta figure out my work schedule. I might just call out that day.
Me too.
I might just say screw it. I'm gonna do a live stream, straight up. We'll talk about anything you want to talk about, whether it's sports, sex.
I came out of nowhere.
I mean, anything, sex.
Sports, sex. That
I mean,
was so much force.
sex.
It's like, yeah, preach it. Bye, guys.
No, but like anything. If you guys want to set the agenda, put in the comment
Yeah.
section here.
We'll talk
Obviously,
about anything.
We'll talk about anything. We'll talk about movies. We'll talk about TV shows. We'll talk about. If you want to talk about the internet, great. If you want to talk about the stock market, great. If you want to talk about your life, if you want to come in here, call us on our cell phones,
Amazing.
get on the show, do a Zoom chat. If you want to do anything, let us know. Let us know some ideas.
I'm lit.
Put the ideas down.
Mm-hmm.
Just come up with something. Anything. At this
Yep,
point, we
anything.
don't care.
Ask about your dog.
Yeah, and like I said before, if you haven't
Like,
liked the video,
subscribe,
if you haven't liked this video,
comment,
what are you waiting for?
share with your
Like
friends.
the video, share the link.
Get an iPhone.
Don't get an iPhone. Get a Samsung.
Yeah,
If you want to talk about cell phones, if you want to have a Galaxy iPhone debate. I'm sorry, I could not think of that wording.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I don't know why I put that movie. Anyway, but if you seriously want to have a Galaxy iPhone debate, which phone is better?
Yes.
Go ahead. If the flip is better, let us know. If this iPhone, it looks like it was made in 2010, is better.
That's the XR.
The XR, whatever, it doesn't
It
even
was
look that
made in
great.
2018.
Oh, boo-hoo. Okay, whatever.
Listen, how about boohoo you?
iPhones are terrible.
Listen, you're terrible.
They're terrible. Anyway,
The only problem with iPhones is that it's more fragile.
it does.
than
It's
that.
true. It is true. Yeah.
But iPhones don't really lag.
Yeah. But anyway, we are signing off as of right now.
Mhm.
Subscribe, like the video, follow us on
I don't have a
Instagram,
mixtape. You already know.
Facebook,
I don't have a mixtape.
Snapchat. I might get a Twitter. Probably won't get a Twitter. You know, I'm not gonna really get one.
I got a Twitter, but I barely use it.
Exactly. Don't even bother tweeting with
I'm
it.
gonna start using it now.
I might get one too. I don't know yet.
All right.
So till then, we'll be back here Saturday. Have a safe week, everybody.
Yeah.
Stay warm. It's supposed to be a little bit colder this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. Bye.
Bye.